the notes, or you can write down in the you can write down in the question paper itself, the question bank. If you take a pre-orders, write down the question. Okay, so 3.6, please try this as a homework. Yeah. Okay, we will do now 3.7. Can someone read for us 3.7? Anyone? Students, please read. 3.7. Anyone? Able to hear me? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please read now.
Calculate the cost of capital in the following situations. Issue of 10,000 debentures for rupees 150 each at a discount of rupees 10 per debenture with 10 years maturity. The coupon rate is 16%. The flotation cost is rupees 5 per debenture. The debentures are redeemed at a premium of 10%, corporate 40%.
Okay.
Question B, why limited issued preference share of rupees 100 each with a dividend of 15% and realizing rupees 94 per share. The shares are repayable after 12 years at tax. Tax is
Tax is how much?
50%.
50%. Okay. Yeah. So here, he has given yeah. Others kindly mute yourself because yeah. So the first case is for which instrument? That is for debenture. Second case is for preference share. So the formula will be changing. So here we'll be using for debenture I into 1 minus T, and for preference share we'll be using only D. Got it? So first we will do for A. Okay. We will discuss for A. (3.7) A. Okay. So how much is D? Sorry, how much is I, not D? Interest rate for debenture, how much? Anyone?
150 into 16%, that is 24.
Yeah. So he has given their face value is how much? Face value is 150. Okay. And what is the coupon rate? Coupon rate is 16%. So 150 into 16. So please calculate how much you'll get.
24.
Yeah, 24 is correct. All of you getting, students?
Yes,
So
sir.
please calculate, okay, when I'm calculating. If you are getting different answer, you please let me know. Yeah. And T is how much? How much is T?
40%.
40%. That is 0.40. Next, RV, redemption. How is he redeeming? Premium or discount? You see here, it's
Premium.
there. The dividends are redeemed, debentures are redeemed at premium 10%. So that means 150 you'll be getting, each bond holder will get 150 plus they'll get 10% extra. So how much is 10% of 150? Calculate.
15.
So 150 plus 15, how much will get?
165.
165 is correct. Got it now? How to calculate? Next, how much is SV? Sales value?
150 minus flotation.
150 minus 10 minus 5.
Minus 5.
What is this 10 and 5?
So 10 is
Discount.
discount and
Discount.
5 is flotation cost.
Yeah. So face value is 150 and 10 is discount per rupee. So rupees 10 per share per debenture and 5 rupees is what? Flotation cost. So how much you'll get?
135.
135 is correct. Got it? Yes or no?
Yes,
And how
sir.
much is yen? How much is yen?
10.
10, sir.
10 years. Okay. Yen is 10 years. So calculate now cost of debenture. So what formula will be using? Same I into 1 minus T. Okay. Then into plus RV minus SV divided by
Sir, should
L.
we again do pre-tax and post-tax, sir?
No need. Here you can directly do post-tax because he has told you to, he has given the tax rate. Whenever he has given the tax rate, assume that he is asking you to prepare only post-tax only. I made it to do actually for earlier problems only for you to get practice. Okay. If he is not asking, there is no need to calculate. Okay, ma? Yeah. So substitute now. So I is 24 into 1 minus T.
Can,
So
can
one
you repeat
minus-
again? Can you repeat again, sir, what you told about pre and post tax?
Yeah. See, in the question is if he has given a tax rate, that means he is asking you to prepare post tax. So directly prepare post tax only. If he is asking calculate pre tax and post tax, then you do both. Okay. For the previous problems I did mainly for you to understand how to calculate. Okay. If he is not asking you to calculate pre-tax and when he has given the tax rate, directly calculate only post-tax and then you can finish. Clear?
Yes, sir.
If it is not clearly mentioned, don't calculate both. You just calculate if the tax is given, post-tax. If tax is not given, just calculate pre-tax. Okay, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the write down now, this is the formula. I into 1 minus T, I is 24 into 1 minus T is 40%. The decimal will be 0.40 plus RV minus SV. RV is 165 minus SV 135 divided by N. N is 10. And now RV plus SV divided by 2. So write down how much you'll get. So 165 plus 135 divided by 2. So please simplify now. Tell me how much you get
16.4.
numerator.
16.4.
And 17.4 divided by 150.
Yeah. So this value will be 14.4, right? You got 24 into
Yes, sir.
0.6
Yes, sir.
and 165 minus 135 divided by 10. You got 3, right? And nothing but 30 divided by 10. It will be 3. And 165 plus 135. So how much you'll get?
300 divided by 2.
Divided by, yeah, divided by 2 is 150. So simplify further, you'll get how much?
0.11, 116.
0.116. Yeah. So percentage
11.6%.
0.6.
11.6%. Did you understand, students? How to calculate?
Yes, sir, got it.
Yeah. Next, we'll do for second part. Second part is he has given you preference share. Okay. He has given you preference share. Face value is how much? 100. And what is the dividend rate? 15. So calculate 100 into 15. How much you'll get?
15 rupees.
15 rupees. Clear? And T is how much here? 50%. Then RV. How much is RV? Are they redeeming at premium or discount? How much will you take RV?
100.
100.
100, sir.
because he has not told anything about redemption. So we will assume that it is redeemed at face value only. Normally it is redeemed at face value only. So we'll take it as 100. And SV
94.
94. So directly has told that it is been selling now. It has been realized 94 rupees per share. That means they received 94 rupees per share. That means what? How much is discount?
6 rupees.
6 rupees.
6 rupees already they given. Okay, so it's understood that he has given 6 rupees discount. So that is the thing. And N is how many years here?
12 years.
12 years. Got it?
12 years.
Yeah. So substitute now. What is the formula? D plus RV minus SV divided by N. Okay. Substitute now. Here should we take tax?
No, sir.
Yeah, because the formula says D plus RV minus SV divided by N only. Why we are not taking tax? Because preference dividend is not tax deductible. So we pay preference shareholders after deducting tax, after calculating net profit after tax, then only preference share dividends are paid. After paying preference share dividends, we pay equity share dividends. Got it? That is why even the tax is given, you have to neglect it. Okay, don't consider tax. Even the tax is given, okay, don't consider that. Okay, so divided by RV plus SV divided by 2. Substitute that. So please calculate how much you'll get.
15.5 divided by 97.
So how much you got this thing? That is 15. 1 minute.
15 plus 0.5.
Yeah, 1 minute. That is 15 plus how much you got? 100 and minus
0.5.
94. 6 by 12. 0.5.
5.
So divided by how much?
97.
97.
97. So please calculate. 15 point, that is 15.
0.1597.
15.05 divided by 97. So how much you'll get?
0.16.
1598.
0.1598.
1598.
98. So 97 something you'll get, right? So how much is the percentage?
Yes, sir.
15.98%.
15 point. 15.98%. Clear? Understood? How to calculate? See, these students, this you have to be very thorough. How to calculate cost of debenture, cost of preference share, cost of retained earnings, cost of equity share. That is why I'm going very slowly and making you to understand how to calculate. Because when it comes to weighted average cost of capital, you have to calculate for all the capital, and then we are going to do the weighted average cost of capital. Clear? So only thing is you have to be very familiar with the formula. Okay, once you know the formulas, you can easily do it. Okay. So we go to the next question now. Yeah. No reply.
Yes.
Yeah. So please remember 3.6 and 3.11. I gave you homework, right? 3.6 and 3.33, 3.34. So small problems are there. Please do it as homework. Tomorrow we will discuss the answers. Okay, so 3.8. So 3.8 is problems which belongs to. Now we are done cost of debenture, that is cost of debt. Then we are done cost of preference share. Now, next onwards, we have problems on cost of equity. Okay. So before we take up 3.8, I have a small PPT to show you the formulas. Okay. Just to make you familiar with the formulas. Yeah. See, for calculating cost of equity, there are different models are there, or different approaches are there. So based on that, I will teach you all the approaches. Okay, how to calculate the equity, because in exam they may ask you any approach, so you have to be ready with calculating any of the approaches. Okay. Yeah, able to see now cost of equity. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So there are different approaches you can see there. I'll teach you everything okay, how to calculate. So first one is cost of equity as per CAPM model. What is CAPM model? Anybody knows? It's called capital asset pricing model. Okay, it's called capital asset pricing model. Please write down. CAPM means capital asset pricing model. Okay, so this model says that KE, again here E represents equity. So cost of equity is equal to RF plus beta E into RM minus RF. So what is RF? That is risk-free rate of return. Risk-free rate of return plus beta. Beta is nothing but talks about the risk of market. Okay, market risk. And RM is the return on market, market return, whatever the market is giving the return. And RF is risk-free rate. Normally, risk-free rate we will take as a government securities like treasury bills. Treasury bills, say for example, they give around 7% interest. So 7% is risk-free rate. Got it? And what is RM? RM is market return. So market return, for example, we take it as a Sensex return or Nifty. So what is Sensex? Sensex is indicator for which stock market? Sensex.
BSC.
BSE. And Nifty?
NSC.
NSE. Okay. So we will take any of the market, whatever that market is giving. Say for example, BSE is giving, Sensex is giving say 10%. So your RM will be 10% and your treasury bill is giving 7%. So 10 minus 7. So 10 minus 7, that is called as actually RM minus RM. It's called risk premium. Okay. So that is called risk premium. That is one model. Okay. That is yield on long-term bonds plus risk premium. That gives you the bonus yield plus risk premium approach. And this very important thing is next one. That is dividend growth model approach. Dividend growth model approach. Okay. So it says that PE is price per share in the market. Your company's stock price in the market. Okay. That is price. And D1. D1 is the dividend rate. All of you please write down. Dividend rate of at the end of the year. Dividend at the end of the year. D1 is dividend at the end of the year. And D0. What is D0 here? D0 is dividend at the beginning of the year or previous year. Hope you are writing down. Students?
Can you repeat from the P?
D1 is given here. Here D1 indicates dividend at the end of the year. End of the year 1. Whatever they are giving dividend, it is D1. And what is D0? D0 is the dividend at the beginning of the year or previous year. D0. Okay. So you can use these formulas. D1 divided by R minus G. R is nothing but your cost of equity. And then other formula is KE is equal to D1 divided by PE plus G. Only thing, the same formula we have just done the modification. So we have taken KE up and then we brought PE down and then G becomes plus G. And sometimes they won't give you D1. So how to calculate D1? So D0 into 1 plus G. Got it?
So what
So-
was D naught again?
D naught is the dividend declared in the beginning of the year.
Okay.
Dividend declared beginning of the year or previous year. Whatever it is given in the question. Sometimes they'll give a previous year or beginning of the year. Anyone you can take it as D1. Sorry, D naught. D1 is given in the end of the financial year. Got it?
How to find D1? What you told the formula for D1?
Yeah, in case sometimes they won't give you D1. So how to calculate, you can see here. How to calculate? D naught into 1 plus G. G is growth rate. G is growth rate. So whatever is given previous year, take that dividend multiplied by 1 plus growth rate. So growth rate is given say 5%. So 1 plus 0.05. Got it? So when you multiply with 1 plus G, you'll get D1. That is the current year dividend. Clear, ma? So this is called dividend growth model. And then we have one more model that is called earnings price ratio approach. Earnings price ratio approach, that is E1 divided by PE. What is E1? That is earning per share into 1 plus growth rate of EPS. What is EPS? Earning per share. Okay, earning per share is EPS. Anyway, we will do problems on all of this. One by one I'll be doing, don't worry. One by one we will do, and then we can solve the, then you'll understand all the approaches. Got it? So there are many approaches to calculate cost of equity. Clear? So shall we go to the problems? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So now somebody read question number 3.8.
The market price per share of Mobile Glycols Limited is rupees 125. The dividend expected per share a year hence is rupees 12, and the dividend per share is expected to grow at a constant rate of 8% per annum. What is the cost of equity capital to the company?
Yeah. So now tell me, based on the data given there, he has given you market price per share, that is 125, and dividend is expected to the dividend expected per share a year hence rupees 12, and DPS is, that is dividend per share, is expected to grow at a constant rate of 8% per annum. What is the cost of equity capital? So tell me now which model will be applicable for this question. Whether you're going to use a CAPM model or you're going to use dividend growth model or EPS model.
Growth model.
Dividend growth model.
Yeah, dividend growth model. Okay, so we will discuss simultaneously now. All these Excels, so what I created, I'll share with you. So don't worry. You can refer that anytime. You can even watch the videos whenever you have any doubt. Yeah. So let us discuss now. So how much is D1 as per the question?
12.
Whether this is yeah, please go ahead. Hello? Hello, students, you are able to hear?
Rupees 12, sir. 12.
12. Okay. I think time is getting up. Somebody may put in the chat also. They have Samvad. Okay, then we will discuss this question tomorrow, student. Is it okay? Tomorrow, second hour.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, any doubts for today's class? Any clarification? You're able to understand whatever I'm teaching in Excel? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Yeah. Just pray to God that the coronavirus will go down, and we'll be able to come back to classes. Okay. So till then we'll manage like this. Yeah. Okay, students. So thank you very much. Take rest and come
Thank
back
you,
to your
sir.
Samvad class. Yeah.
Thank
you
you,
very much.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.